stop looking at me with that poor, sweet old lady expression the second you hear I live alone. I'm 81 years old. I've been the master of this house for 40 years. I'm not a walking tragedy waiting for the credits to roll. Whenever people hear that an elderly woman lives solo, their minds go straight to a Hallmark movie script. Don't you get lonely? Aren't you scared at night? Wouldn't you be happier moving in with your daughter? I get it. You mean, no, truly. But there is a secret about aging that no one says out loud. I'm not winding down in isolation. I am living with dignity. I've already paid my dues. I raised 3 kids. I've made enough sandwiches and packed enough school lunches to feed an army. Alf scrubbed grass stains out of jeans, sewn buttons on in a frantic rush, and dug through the bottom of my purse for spare change just to make it to payday. I've spent thousands of hours on the sofa, waiting until well past midnight for the sound of a key in the lock. I've mended broken hearts at 2 a.m. and guarded secrets that weighed more than a week's worth of groceries. My life was full. It was loud. It was chaotic. And it was beautiful. And now there is silence. The old floorboards still creak, but it's not a scary sound. It's a familiar one. The footsteps in the hallway? Those are my footsteps. For a while after my husband passed, I thought this silence was a bad omen. I thought I had to be surrounded to be okay. Like living alone was a forfeit or a punishment. I even started to doubt myself. Am I being selfish for wanting my own space? Am I broken because I'm not crying into my pillow every night? Then came an ordinary morning, no Hollywood epiphany, just a quiet one. I was sitting at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee, watching the sun hit the front porch steps, and it hit me. I am not abandoned. I am not forgotten. I am autonomous. My mind is sharp. I know exactly what I want. I handle my own business, pay my own bills, and plan my own day. Some might call it mundane, but it's my life, my rhythm, my peace. And my days are wonderful in their own way. Breakfast at noon, if I feel like it. A book with no one to interrupt me mid-sentence. The radio at exactly the volume I like. Cleaning when the mood strikes, not because I have to. And my hydrangeas, yes, talk to them. Not because I've lost my marbles, but because after decades of taking care of everyone else, you start to appreciate these quiet, living things that ask for nothing but give so much beauty in return. My children have their own lives, their own schedules, their own messy houses, and I am proud of them immensely. They drop by on Sundays. They call, they worry, they're there, but it is not their job to fill every minute of my day. I raised them to be independent, and they are returning the favor by letting me be the same. Living alone doesn't mean being unloved. It means being trusted. They trust me to decide when I actually need help. And yes, I ask for it when I do. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. I'm not cut off from the world. The mailman gives me a wave every morning. The girl at the grocery store knows I like my bananas a little green. My neighbor yells over the fence, "You doing okay over there, Eleanor?" And yell back better than ever. And when my friends from the parish call, it's not for drama. We laugh, we swap news, and we remind each other that we're still here. No, I'm not happy every single second. Sometimes a wave of sadness hits. Of course it does. But sadness never skipped anyone. Not the married, not the single, not the young, and certainly not the old. What I feel most of the time isn't loneliness. It's contentment. Contentment in my favorite recliner. Contentment in my rituals. Contentment in knowing that for 60 years, one cared for others with everything I had, my hands, my time, my heart. And now I've earned the right to care for myself. Not because I don't need anyone, but because dignity sometimes looks exactly like this. A quiet life that you chose for yourself and that you carry on your own shoulders with pride.